She introduced me as her neighbor at her company retreat, while her boss kept his hand on her lower back all weekend. When I confronted her, she smirked. "It's just corporate politics. Don't be so insecure." I didn't argue. That night, I left, but not before sending the photos to her dad and her boss's wife. Hey viewers, just a quick thanks. Over 14% of you are already subscribed, and it means the world. If you're new here and enjoy these stories, join the family by hitting that subscribe button. We're on the road to 10,000. So this happened 3 weeks ago, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around the whole thing. Never thought I'd be posting on here, but I need to get this off my chest. My girlfriend Jessica and I have been together for 2 years. She's 28, I'm 30. We live together, and I thought things were pretty solid between us. She works for some big marketing firm downtown, and I work there too, in their IT department. Jessica's company does this annual retreat every fall. Since we both work there, we both got invited. Usually these things are pretty boring, but Jessica seemed excited about it, so I figured I'd go along. The retreat was at this fancy place about 2 hours out of town, big lodge conference rooms, the whole setup. We drove up Friday afternoon, and I was actually looking forward to it. That's when things started getting weird. We're checking in at the front desk, and Jessica's boss Michael walks up. Guy's probably mid-40s, married with kids based on the photos on his desk. He comes over and immediately puts his arm around Jessica's waist. "Jess, so glad you made it. And Derek, good to see you too." He knows me since I handle IT support for his department, but he barely acknowledges me. Keeps talking to Jessica about work stuff while his hand stays on her lower back. Then another coworker, Tom from accounting, comes over. "Hey Jessica, is this your boyfriend?" Before I can answer, Jessica jumps in. "No, this is Derek from IT. We're neighbors, so we carpooled up together." Neighbors. That's what she called me. After 2 years of dating and living together, I'm her neighbor who gave her a ride. Michael's grinning like he just won something. We get to our room and I'm trying to figure out what just happened. "Jessica, what was that about? Why did you tell Tom we're neighbors?" "Derek, don't make a big deal out of nothing. It's just easier this way." "Easier how? We've been together for 2 years. Look, the office has some weird dynamics. It's just better if people don't know about our personal relationship." "What kind of weird dynamics?" "Derek, you work in IT. You wouldn't understand the sales side politics. And your boss touching you like that? Michael's just friendly. He's like that with all his direct reports." "Jessica, his hand was basically on your butt." "It was my lower back, and that's just how he manages. Very hands-on leadership style." I didn't push it then, but something felt really off. Friday night, there's this welcome mixer in the main lodge. Open bar networking, the usual corporate stuff. I'm talking to some guys from accounting when I see Michael pull Jessica aside. "Need to discuss the Morrison account," he says, leading her toward a quieter area. They disappear for about 20 minutes. When they come back, Jessica's hair looks messier, and she keeps touching her neck. Saturday morning, there's team building activities. Since I'm from IT, I mostly just observe the sales and marketing sessions. Michael is all over Jessica the entire time. Hand on her shoulder, sitting next to her at every session, leaning in to whisper things that make her laugh. During one of the breaks, I'm getting coffee, and I overhear 2 women from Jessica's department. She's really not being subtle about it anymore. I mean, we all know what's going on, but bringing her boyfriend to watch is kind of cruel. Wait, that IT guy is her boyfriend? I thought they were just neighbors. Oh, honey, no. They live together. She's just pretending they don't know each other. My stomach drops, but I keep listening. Why would she do that? Because Michael told everyone he's single. Can't very well be all over Jessica if people know she has a boyfriend. This is gonna blow up eventually. Saturday afternoon, there's free time and optional activities. Jessica says she's going for a walk to check out the hiking trails with some coworkers. Michael's part of the group. "Want to come, Derek?" she asks, but in a way that makes it clear she doesn't want me to. "Nah, I'll hang by the pool." They're gone for 2 hours. When they get back, the other coworkers head straight to their rooms, but Jessica and Michael linger by the pool talking quietly. His hand keeps finding its way to her lower back. Saturday night is the big company dinner. Formal event with speeches and awards. I'm sitting at a table with other IT guys while Jessica sits at the sales team table, with Michael right next to her. During dinner, I watch Michael's hand disappear under the table multiple times. Jessica keeps giggling and blushing like a teenager. After dinner, there's dancing. Jessica dances with Michael for multiple songs, including several slow ones. His hands wander during every dance while she presses against him. I take some photos with my phone. Not creepy spy shots, just normal party pictures that happen to capture what's going on. Group shots of people dancing. Table shots during dinner that show hands wandering. The kind of photos anyone would take at a work event. Sunday morning, I wake up and Jessica's not in bed. I find her in the lobby having coffee with Michael. They're sitting close and talking quietly. When she sees me coming, she quickly moves to a different chair. Morning, Derek. Sleep well? Where were you? Getting coffee. Michael had some ideas about the Henderson proposal. At 7 a.m. on Sunday? Early bird gets the worm, Michael says. We sales types never sleep. The ride home is tense. Jessica's texting constantly and smiling at her phone. Finally, I can't take it anymore. Jessica, we need to talk about this weekend. What about it? Your boss was all over you. You told people we're neighbors. You disappeared with him multiple times. Derek, you're being paranoid. Am I? Because your coworkers seem to think something's going on. What coworkers? I heard them talking. They said everyone knows what's happening between you two. Jessica's face goes red. Derek, you don't understand corporate culture. Sometimes you have to manage relationships carefully. What kind of relationships involve your married boss groping you? He's not married anymore. He's separated. That's not what his desk photos suggest. Derek, those are old photos. He just hasn't updated his office yet. And the wedding ring he was wearing all weekend? Look, Derek, it's complicated, but Michael and I have been seeing each other. Seeing each other? We're dating? It's been going on for a few months. While you're dating me? Derek, it's not like that. What Michael and I have is different. Different how? He's my boss. It's professional development. Professional development? Derek, you work in IT. You don't understand how career advancement works in sales. By sleeping with your boss? By building relationships with key stakeholders. That's cheating, Jessica. She actually smirked when I said that. Derek, it's just corporate politics. Don't be so insecure. That's when something inside me just clicked. You're right, Jessica. I shouldn't be insecure about my girlfriend cheating on me with her boss. It's not cheating, Derek. It's networking. And I shouldn't be insecure about being introduced as your neighbor. I was protecting both our careers. You're absolutely right. I'm being way too insecure. Thank you for understanding. Which is why I'm moving out tonight. What? I'm insecure about dating someone who calls cheating corporate politics, so I'm removing myself from the situation. Derek, don't be dramatic. I'm not being dramatic. I'm being practical. When we got home, I went straight to our bedroom and started packing. Jessica followed me around trying to minimize everything. Derek, this is stupid. Michael doesn't threaten what we have. You're right. Michael doesn't threaten what we have. You do. I'm still the same person, Derek. No, you're not. The person I was dating wouldn't have introduced me as her neighbor while letting her boss grope her. Derek, you're blowing this out of proportion. While I was packing, I was thinking about something. I had those photos from the weekend on my phone. Nothing inappropriate that I took, but clear documentation of what was happening in public spaces. Before I left, I did something I probably shouldn't have done, but felt like the right thing at the time. I found Michael's contact info in the company directory. It listed his emergency contact as his wife, Sarah Richardson. Found her on social media and sent her a message. Hi Sarah, I work with your husband Michael at the company. I was at our company retreat this weekend and thought you should know that Michael was very publicly affectionate with his employee, Jessica Peterson. I'm attaching some photos from the weekend that show their behavior at our work event. I thought you deserved to know. Then I found Jessica's dad on social media. She talks about him all the time, how much she respects him, how he raised her with strong values. Hi, Mr. Peterson. I'm Derek, Jessica's boyfriend. Well, ex-boyfriend as of tonight. I was at Jessica's company retreat this weekend and witnessed her behavior with her married boss. I thought you should see these photos of how she conducted herself at a professional work event. I attached the same photos to both messages. Nothing invasive or private, just clear shots of inappropriate workplace behavior at a company function. I finished packing, loaded my car, and left. Jessica called me about an hour later. Derek, what did you do? I moved out. No, the photos. Why did you send them? You said it was just corporate politics. I figured Michael's wife and your dad should see how corporate politics works. Derek, you can't do this. You could get in trouble at work. For what? Taking photos at a company event and sharing them with family members? Michael could complain to HR about you. Let him. Then he'd have to explain why he's upset about photos of his public behavior with his employee. Derek, this could ruin everything. I didn't ruin anything, Jessica. I just documented what happened. She hung up on me. I've been staying at my friend Mike's place for the past 3 weeks while looking for my own apartment. Found a good one across town, and I'm moving in this weekend. Work has been interesting. Michael's been avoiding me completely. Jessica requested a transfer to a different department. Word through the office grapevine is that Michael's wife filed for divorce and Jessica's dad drove down from upstate to have a very loud conversation with her about family values. HR opened an investigation into Michael and Jessica's relationship, since company policy prohibits managers from dating direct reports. Both of them are probably going to face disciplinary action. I haven't gotten in any trouble for the photos since they were taken at a public company event, and I only shared them with family members of the people involved. Jessica sent me one text 2 weeks ago asking if we could talk. I didn't respond. The whole thing taught me that when someone shows you who they really are, believe them the first time. Jessica showed me she was someone who would cheat and call it career development. Someone who would introduce her boyfriend as her neighbor to hide her affair. I believed her and acted accordingly. Sometimes the best way to handle disrespect is to just document it and let the truth speak for itself. Jessica wanted to play corporate politics. Turns out she didn't understand the rules as well as she thought.